Hi, we're back with Peggy O'Neill.
Great. And I do have another question for you.
Okay.
It's really two questions about earrings.
Okay.
So one is, I know that if I'm going to be with men in my work with men, that I don't want dangly earrings like I have today. But I do think I look better with bigger earrings.
Definitely.
And the biggest stable earring that I have is only about like 1 inch. One inch tall and about half an inch wide, and I have not been able to find anything any bigger, especially with pierced ears. So what are your thoughts about how do I get a bigger earring, or is that big enough? I mean, is that a good size?
Well, it's
earring?
it's not so much the exact size of it. It's the weight and breadth of it. See, one of your particular vibrational words is substantial. And if it isn't substantial, it becomes very flirty.
Okay.
So when you're dealing in business with men, you need to realize this because, they are different creatures than we are. It's nothing wrong with them, nothing wrong with us. They just simply are different. They approach things different. They see things different. How we all are. Yeah. So when you're dealing with them, it's a distraction. You want to distract the moment. You're trying to get business done, right?
Sure.
Now, if you're going somewhere and you want to be flirtatious, it's a different story. But this way, women can dress by purpose. And it's time for women to start standing up and standing out and taking charge of their life and walking shoulder to shoulder with men, as I call it, as opposed to being like, oh, we're the girls and you're the boys. We are all humans. Yeah. And that's just kind of a backdrop to this whole thing because it's difficult to decide what to do, meetings and things. But it's true about the dangly. This is very loose, and you don't want to be very loose. Okay, I have on like a hoop right now, but it's more stationary than yours are. Because see, those move side by side easily. Mine only move if I really move my body. And I've interviewed I worked with a lot of men. And I ask them questions, and they'll say, well, why do women do that? They get confused. They go, why are they trying to dress like they're out on a date? Or why do they do that kind of stuff? We're trying to do business. So I've been asked a lot of different things by men. And it pretty much matches up with what we're trying to, not pretty much, it does core match up with how we kind of perceive things between men and women.
So would that be a good size? If I say I want something big,
well, think an inch for sure, an inch to an inch and a half. Because right now, the way we're doing things, more things are more free, they're larger. And I say an earring should always be a statement, or don't wear it. If you're wearing just a little thing, that just means you're trying to attract someone to come in and touch you. You see, this is all visceral response. Essence is not about fashion. It's not any of these things. It's about what actually works in this world. It's about visceral response. And you, me, the entire world, there's nothing we can do about our visceral response to someone else. It's like gravity. We don't know why or how it works. It just simply works that way, And we get these impressions through our visceral response system first. And then we start making up stories in our mind. Oh, they must not do this, or they do this, or they feel like this, or look like this, or I can't trust them because of what they're wearing. It's just simply we've turned clothing because the fashion industry has gone kind of wild. They're very disjointed right now. I've never seen it worse.